COVID-19 has come. It is not so fun. We're caught in between. This is not a dream, but we're making it work. We're making it work. Let's get to work. Hey, Lawrence, how are you doing?
Hi, Lauren. I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. So, for anybody watching, can you tell me a little bit about how we know each other and what it is exactly that you do?
Hey, my name is Lawrence from Holland. I know Lauren from improvisational theater, and specifically, I think it's Tag Out Theater we met for the first time because you were performing there, and I was just organizing with my own group in Eindhoven, Chile Con Comedy. I think we connected really when you came to visit me in Eindhoven. The moment where it's like, hey, we have a show, we want to we want to combine some shows together and tag out in Chile, and then I don't know, we hit it off from there, and I think it was magic.
Totally.
Yeah, so currently I'm teaching drama to kids in China at a company called Dreammaker. It's a private company where they focus on drama as a tool to develop kids. It's a big focus on English language too, but I get a big part of drama that I can teach to the kids, what I'm very happy to do, and it's just really fun because before I was having my own company and teaching improvisational theater, and doing personal training and coaching to people. So it was really in line with what I wanted to do.
Yeah, well, but it's in China, so I'm really curious. How has the pandemic affected that actually, and affected you?
Yeah. So one of the things that happened was I had my, let's say, holiday, winter holiday, coming back to Holland on the 20th of January, and then the pandemic started to happen. So it was like, oh. And then I was in Holland. I was like, oh, China is getting worse and worse. So after about 2.5 weeks in February, it was like, okay, China, Wuhan, specifically, is getting way worse. So I was like, I might stay in Holland a little bit longer. And then the school started to close, so I didn't have work at the time. So there's no reason for me to go back. It's better to stay in safe Holland than go back to China. So now we are about 2 or 3 months later. 2 months, I don't know. Time is flying, and yeah, I'm still in Holland because now Holland is sort of worse than China is now. And China is officially since yesterday closed off for foreigners for the next. Well, we don't know. It's pending, so I cannot go back even if I want to.
Wow. And so were you able to like work with your employer about work, or did they just say stay there? How does that work, or do you not have a job period anymore?
So they offered me, let's say, do an online course. We're teaching online kids of the company, but they adjust the wager, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do it for that money. That's crazy because I got to put in a lot of work, and I don't have a co-teacher anymore. So I was teaching the kids in English, but you have a co-teacher that translates for you in Chinese. So that could really help you with making the class easier. But now I have to do it all by myself, and I've heard from a lot of my other fellow foreign teachers, they were like, it's a lot of work, and I'm not going to do that. I just rather reflect on me here and what I want to do in life instead of focusing on uh, just some mediocre job for like little pay.
And that's really clear. And so you kind of mentioned it, but what exactly are you doing now then?
So because of all this, let's say, chaos that happens, I'm starting to really reflect on what I want in life, what I want after this. Let's say I have a 1 year contract, and then I have the freedom to go anywhere. So I was already like thinking about, okay, which country do I want to go to, or what kind of job do I want to do. So I made a list already. Like, let's say this country needs certain things I want, and then I would start like, okay, I pick 1 or 2 or 3 countries, and then I see what kind of job opportunities are there for me. So that was actually the thing I wanted to do, but that also fell apart because of the coronavirus. Every country in Asia, all around, has been affected. So for me now, it's really time to even step back even more and reflect on what I can do and what I want to do.
Yeah, it sounds like you're really forced into this reflection. And how do you feel about that then?
Well, in a way, it really gave me some space to breathe because it was really nice. Because I'm not earning money now, but I'm not in like a financial stressful situation, so that is good, and I can live with my dad. So technically, he helped me out a lot too. So that's a good situation, and I'm single, so that makes my life a little bit easier. I don't have responsibilities over other people than myself, so that makes life a little bit easier, honestly. But it also makes it a little bit hard because I really have to think about, okay, is China then moving forward my future goal? Because I'm already thinking about moving to another country, maybe doing another job, or maybe stay another year here. And I don't know. It's a little bit tough in that way that I have a lot of opportunities. I have like a broad skill set of things I can do. So it makes it even harder because I have a lot of interest and a lot of things I want to do.
So what are you doing though to help you navigate this in between stage that you're in?
Yeah, so all this chaos has really been like I've been reflecting a lot about my habits and the things I've been doing. I've noticed that in China, I've developed some bad habits. I'm not the fit person anymore. I'm not living healthy. I'm not cooking. So the things I'm doing now, especially here in Holland, I'm changing my habits. It's very simple. I'm using this time to change, and I have all the energy in the world to do to just push on these new habits because I'm just taking better care of myself. I just want to be a better person. I want to lose the bad habits and have new good habits. So, for example, I'm exercising every day, trying to do every day. I'm cooking my own meals. I'm really just trying to focus on what is important for me in life and how can I move forward with a healthy state of mind and a healthy body.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for people who are in maybe similar situations and that they don't really have a job right now, something fell through like yours, and they're forced to, yeah, they're forced to live in the in between. They're forced to do nothing, so to speak. So what advice would you give, and what are you telling yourself really?
Well, first off, for me, this I see it as a temporary period of rest and calmness that you can use to really reflect on what you want to do. So you can really start organizing your thoughts and thinking about what do you love and what do you think is important and how can you achieve the goal of making money out of what do you love. And I think one of the this is whole chaos where we live in now. It's all weird. Everybody's out of his habits, out of his comfort zone, and but it's also good because that makes you really force you to think. Like you said, like I'm really forcing myself now. Oh wait, I have to reflect on what I'm doing. So for me, the most important thing is at a certain point I have to make a choice. Like I would advise everybody to do, just make a choice in what you want to do. Because the longer you sit on like, oh, this, it's gonna make your head explode. And especially when you're sitting inside, your thoughts like it's like a little psychological thing. When you're inside, everything goes inside. When you're moving outside in the world, you really open up your heart and your love for the outside world. So the more we closed off inside, it's good time to reflect but then make a choices what you love and what you want to do and then move outside in the world and open up to the world again and I think it will take some time. I mean it's temporary but it will take time and you can only get better out of the situation because you have the time you have now you're spending time with your family you can do other stuff you've never could have done that you can do now. I mean those are some beautiful things you can do.
Yeah, so basically, if we kind of manage our worrying, keep it to a minimal, we can really enjoy and make the most out of this time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean I I think I heard this amazing thing about an older woman. She talked about having survived wars, having survived hunger, everything in Holland. And in the early days, you had to be drafted. So you have to go in the army, you have to go to the front, you have to fight, you have to sacrifice your life, even maybe. Uh, you have a lot of risks. And the only thing we have to do right now is sit inside and wait until the storm is over. Now you can watch your Netflix, you can sit on your butt and you can just relax and you could even like I've seen like in my sister's house, she's spending time with her family now. That time she could never have done before because she has a job and she does a lot of other stuff. So now it's really time to focus on your loved ones and focus on yourself because it's ideal.
Yeah, that's really, really true. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes with me, Lawrence. I really appreciate this, and talking about your own experience with the virus and how you're using this moment of time to better yourself. If anyone wants to contact you to say hello, because you are a teacher and trainer, how can they reach you?
Yeah, I'll send you my LinkedIn, and you can add me on Facebook. You can add me on LinkedIn. You can add me on Instagram. I have all the social medias, so I'm always available for contact. So if anybody's interested in have a talk or maybe reflect on what they are doing and just exchange some thoughts, I'm always available. I mean, especially now in Corona times, lots of free time to really reflect with other people.
Yeah, it's a great time to meet new people. And real quickly, what is it that you would say your specialty is in helping people with?
Uh, that's a good one because frankly, I try to inspire. I try to inspire people to be the best version of themselves and to reflect on what they are doing and to make it work in their situation. So also as a personal trainer, I always try to teach them stuff instead of just having them do a workout. You know, making them responsible over their own things and make them understand what they are doing instead of just, just doing. Just doing is okay, but at a certain point, if you retain a higher level, you have to start understanding and taking responsibility for yourself. So one of the things I really want to do and really try always to inspire people to become a better version of themselves.
Yeah. And it seems like you're also doing that challenge is also for you now, which is very exciting.
Yes.
So,
It's always you're always working on yourself.
exactly. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Lawrence. I'll let you go about with your reflecting. And I know you're doing a lot of walks now, so enjoy. And take care. That's it for now.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you for having me. Bye bye.
So I'm trying out a new camera without a tripod for this little reflection. First of all, I want to say thank you so much to Lawrence for the interview. What I took from it actually is what started my Instagram series where I reflect a little bit every day on what it means to be an entrepreneur and what I'm learning, or at least what I'm learning. And yeah, so I really thank him for leaving me with that advice. It is a good moment to reflect on our habits and what it is we're doing and how to help ourselves and improve. So thank you. And I hope it's still going well for him. So thank you for tuning in to Let's Make It Work. Bye.